One time for the one time. What's good, my people? Welcome back to the Havoc Hour. I am your host, as always, your boy Reek Havoc. And we back, y'all. We back. It's been too long, but it's my favorite
Yeah,
time
way
of the
too long. When
year.
the last time?
Oh man, probably like the end of the season or something like that.
Was it last year? Last football season?
Yeah, man.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
man. It was bad. It was bad. Yeah. But hey, my favorite time of the year is here. So, I had to get back in gear. And I ain't come alone because my guy is here with me, my fellow Young King. If y'all ain't listening to Young Kings Wrestling, I don't know what to do for you. You missing out. But my guy, the thespian, TC Fontaine. What's good, bro?
AKA TCF baby. Please say the baby. I want to apologize to the royal subjects of Young Kings Wrestling, because I forgot to introduce myself as TCF baby. Please say the baby. On our latest episode this past
Yeah.
week, I did it twice. I did it on the intro and the outro. Forgot the whole name. So I want to apologize to the subjects. I want to apologize to myself as well, and disrespected myself. But we'll do better. TC Fontaine, the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TCF baby. Please say the baby. I'm here on the Havoc Hour
Yes,
again.
sir.
This is
Yes, sir.
it's cool to not always talk about wrestling sometimes.
Hell yeah. Gotta mix it up. Cause that time of the year, man, love to
Yeah,
see how our team's getting ready to do this season. But before we get into that, it's always something that goes into the season that kind of shake everything up a little bit. We just had one of those
almost
last week.
always involves the same team that we about to talk about.
Uh-huh.
Almost
The
always, 98% of the time is going to
Yeah,
involve.
man. The headline
Apparently, that's
grabbers.
by design.
Yep. Bro, they they went on a whole sweep for that week. You had the Netflix doc that came out. Jerry
Yeah,
was talking to Stephen A. And then almost right after that, you
Jerry was on
had
Stephen
this.
A. I ain't heard of it. I need to check
Mm-hmm.
it out.
Yeah, it was last week. And I think maybe 24 hours after that, we had breaking news that Micah Parsons got traded to the Green Bay Packers for 2 first-round picks and Penny Clark, defensive tackle.
Like, bro, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all you can get.
Yeah, man. I didn't
Five first for Micah Parsons, honestly.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I didn't think Jerry was really still trying to get fleeced out here like that, but apparently so.
But then, like, I'm sure we're gonna get into this. It comes out that maybe Jerry didn't get fleeced as much as we thought. We maybe we had like one of them ones like Jerry still got one more in him,
Mm,
because it comes out that Micah Parsons' back injury was as bad or worse than what was initially thought.
yeah,
So like maybe Jerry got one over on him.
he might have. He might have. They said he may or may not play Sunday. If he do, they said he gonna have to take an epidural to get through the game. So
See, that's doing some.
right.
It's like basically like what we was talking about before we, started recording. Like a lot of times women like have long lasting back pain from getting epidurals during their labor and delivery.
Yep.
Like long last a lot of women have reported that. It's just like this man 26 years old, just turned 26, and you got back problems already.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he probably been playing football for 15 plus years, but like you got back problems at 26 years old, which developed at probably like 24, 25. Honestly, I think is when we
Yeah.
started hearing about some injury problems that he was having.
Mm-hmm.
That's that's a young time, and if you having to get epidurals, how often are you getting these epidurals?
Right.
That's a and again, you thinking of the long term effects of an epidural. Like a woman to get epidural, one baby, and have chronic back pain for however long, that just
Mm-hmm.
won't subside. So if you're 26 years old and you having to get one before every game, every few games, every month, however long you gonna need to get one to get through the season, is it worth it? You know, like I look at it, I look at like Dwight Howard, for instance. I remember he had, his back
Oh
issue
yeah,
when he got traded from the Magic, and he had those problems, and he came back early from back surgery to prove a point because folks was trying to say, oh, he need to show up. We got big expectations now that you're on the Lakers,
right.
and then he plays like I think he played every game that year. If he didn't play every game, he might have missed like less than 5 games
Mm.
after having back surgery in the offseason. And he started the season and played most of the season and the playoffs. Playoffs wasn't but like 4 games, but
Yeah,
I'm saying like he did that, and like he's dealing with those issues later into his career where he didn't really have a full career after that.
right. Yeah, man.
So we deal with Micah Parsons and where he's on another level from what Dwight Howard was in his sport.
Oh yeah,
Like
because
he's the elite of the elite,
being an
and
edge
like it would be a
rusher,
shame. Yeah, like it would be a shame for his career to have to either slow down or just stop completely because you rush back to make a point. And I would love to be proven wrong. He come out there and have a career best season, which like I thought Michael Parsons had a career best season. I
right.
just after what he's already done. Uh,
Facts.
I would love to be wrong,
Yeah,
but
man.
I always like to think of the health of players before anything else. So
Mm.
I mean, you already got your money,
Oh, yeah.
so like
He's set, boy.
go rest up, come back next year. Like you still gonna be a dog because that's what you are. And if the Packers don't want you because you wanted to sit out, you know how many teams out there? There's 30 other teams.
Oh,
Shit,
hell
Dallas
yeah.
might want to bring you back.
Yeah, man.
You got 31 teams.
For real. Oh boy, man. Jerry just ain't wanna do business right. He's sitting up there trying to finesse on the youngin. But nah, it ain't happening,
So
bro.
I'm not too versed in my Cowboys history. So like I did not know like none of the like nah he really was polarizing like that back in the day in the 90s, in the early
Mm-hmm.
90s. Down here. As soon as he bought the team, fired the coach. Just called a press conference and say, I'll take fired everybody.
Yep.
They said, I'm the captain now.
That's
And then
it,
was
bro.
like button heads with Jimmy Johnson. And it's like they talking about he want the credit for things just because like he constructed it, he put it together. I should get the credit for this. Like you don't get the credit for doing your job the right way. It's
Mm-hmm.
just like I could find anybody to do it. It's just football. That's what he thought. He might
Yeah,
have been
man.
right. You never know.
Hey, man, we got 30 years that's telling us a story. 30 years and counting.
It started off good though.
It did. It did. You know what I'm saying? But he was feeling himself a little bit too much. But nah, man. I once he might could handle his business, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be rough out here. His back probably going out from carrying the team for so long, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't got to worry about that when he in Green Bay. But yeah, man. But talking about the Cowboys though, right? Because it feel like they've been teetering on the edge of just falling off a cliff at some point. Like they be either barely missing or barely making the playoffs, and then they out of there before you can sneeze.
Yeah,
Now you just gave away generational talent for half of what he's really worth. Now
yeah.
Philly just won the Super Bowl, beat the dog shit out of Pat and the Chiefs. Commanders came up. They done got them a QB. They look like a team
Yeah,
solid,
man.
up there. And I ain't putting no stock in nothing the Giants are doing, but I mean, you could do a lot worse than having Russ as your QB. You know what I'm saying? Malik still, he coming into year 2. He looking solid. Put a
Yeah.
team around you.
Abdul Carter.
I'm about to say Abdul on the other side. Defense looks side, and who knows what Jackson Dart might do, by the time you get to like mid-season, late
Right.
season.
And
So
y'all sleep every season. Y'all been sleeping the last few seasons on Dexter Lawrence as
mm-hmm.
well. Like probably might be the play tackle, don't he?
Yeah,
DT. Yeah, it might be the best DT in the game.
he one of them for
And
sure.
y'all don't talk about him. Like no disrespect to your guy out there, 20. But like I think, y'all pay attention to the games, y'all see who impacting the games more in a way.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know
Ain't
about
nobody winning
Dex.
much on either of them teams, but like
Yeah, no, I ain't trying to see Dex at no point in the season. I know that boy's a disruptor for real, for real. But
and he what three how we going this is Google. We gonna he too damn big to move the way he moved, is what I'm
he
saying.
he is. He
He
really is
almost
though.
350. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah. That's crazy. But
whoever wants to get him, I don't want no parts.
facts. So I don't know, man. Dallas might be fighting for that basement spot in the East this year because
Yeah,
if they got George Pickens over there. You know what I'm saying? Dak is back healthy.
yeah. I
And
mean, with Dak and CD, they gonna get you. That's gonna get you at least like 5, 6 wins right there, depending on like they can get a dub over the Giants. They can get I don't know if they beat. I don't know if they beat Washington. They for sure don't beat Philly at any point in the season.
no.
Um, who they got? They got the Raiders. I don't know about that. That's a toss up too. Who
Yeah.
else is on their schedule?
So it's probably gonna be probably the Chargers,
Packers. That's
Broncos.
that's gonna be interesting. They got Micah
They got
coming back to the
yeah, week
crib.
4. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Uh, Panthers is a dub. They
they
might
got
get
the
get the Jets.
I hope not.
Broncos is an L. Uh,
Oh yeah.
Cardinals is a toss up. Chiefs is an L for
Oh yeah. Pat got a
sure.
haircut.
I
He
don't
ain't
see
playing with
them.
y'all.
I don't see the Lions taking a loss to them. They might get the
Ain't no
Chargers.
way.
And they might get the Vikings. Yeah, I'm looking at about 5 wins maybe.
Yeah, no. It all depends. To me, it all depends on how McCarthy look. If McCarthy is half of what they think he is, because he didn't get to play last year because of injury. But if he's half of what they looking at, I don't think they're gonna win that either.
They ain't stopping Justin.
Oh, that too. Like, and I think Trayvon is back, but he's he not handling that. I'm sorry. You don't want that problem.
Cowboys not beating the Bears either.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean, they shouldn't. All things considered, they should they shouldn't be because like with everything. I mean, I don't think I've seen a first overall quarterback come in with more of a stimulus package than Caleb. I mean, he just didn't have the right coach. Now that he got one, shouldn't be no reason at this point.
Facts.
But
Nah, he's good money.
we gonna see. I
Them
mean,
boys put up with I know it was a preseason, but like they put up with 38, like
yeah,
first preseason game.
yeah,
Like just showing off. So they should be solid.
yeah. Like I'll give Dallas some fighting chances in most of these games because we haven't seen Shotty as a head coach, but I know he can run some offense. You know what I'm saying? What he did with Mark Sanchez is need to be studied because I never liked that motherfucker. But AFC title games don't lie back to back. So I got to
I
give it
know.
to him. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know, bro. it's it's looking a little spooky for them boys over there. And then the flip side of that, so Vegas is taking some heavy stock in Green Bay because of this trade. Uh, Before the Micah trade, odds was at plus 2,200. They all the way up now to 1,200. So they they bought in, even though we're not even sure how much you're gonna play. Crazy, but I mean, I don't know how much I would be like Jordan Love is solid. I don't know how much I would be putting that pressure on him now that we're at this point. I mean, they got a good run game. Josh Jacobs is a dog. I don't know what their receiving core is looking like though. They got this dude Golden, so he's supposed to be solid, and look like you got a little receiver by committee going on. But honestly, I would have went out the way to try and get DK because I think that would have made a difference. Now I don't know if they would have been able to sign Micah, hindsight 2020, but I think that would have been a little more helpful for him because I don't like putting young QBs under like that microscope. Like, hey man, listen, he found his rhythm. He worked his way in. I think were it not for the Lions taking off like they've been the last couple of years, I think Green Bay probably would have been in the conversation to win the division. But you know what I'm saying? That's always gonna be there now. Like DC ain't playing no games over there.
Nah, and they got new ownership. It's getting spooky
Yeah.
as far as they go. But nah, like as far as Jordan Love goes though, I don't know. I think this is the year like he got to prove it. I think folks have been kind to him in the media, or like he don't seem to get criticized as much as we're like some folks at this stage in their career, they would have been got criticized, especially you
Mm-hmm.
coming in after Rodgers. But I think like the media also kind of learned a lesson with Rodgers, um, where it's just like we're gonna give you an opportunity and be patient because they weren't patient with Rodgers and he came through and now they ended up loving him. So
Right.
it was just like he had a lot of pressure coming out far. So like I think like the media, especially as far as Green Bay, they appreciate Jordan Love a lot now, especially because like they're still consistently getting to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think this is the prove it year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like that leash gotta let him roam a little bit and see what he do, and then you gotta you know you get my drift.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know I get the
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah, man. I think like they'll compete. They'll be in like the whole division. The last year or two, like this really come around full circle. So yeah, they'll be in the mix. They'll be solid. I think more so it's going to depend on, like I said, how much you're going to get out of Micah this year. You know, when he gets back to being 100%, and if that is the case, if he gets to that 100% and he starts wilding, we
Right.
gonna have some conversations, especially around Thanksgiving. We gonna have some conversations. Yeah, man. So who do we got? We got Super Bowl 60 at the end of the season. Uh, who's the favorites right now? Because I'm definitely looking at Baltimore, and I, I'm keeping my eyes on Buffalo too,
Mm-hmm.
because I think they keep knocking on the door, but it's like whether they home, whether they on the road, it's like something keep coming up.
And it is in their DNA to never do it. So until I see it with my own eyes, which is just like Philly, I had to see Philly with my own eyes before I could believe they would really do it.
Same.
And so they ended up doing it twice. Unfortunately, I had to see them do it twice. But Like they've asserted themselves. It's kind of weird with them being here.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, it was like, hey, now y'all got admission. It's like y'all remember Happy Gilmore
Mm-hmm.
when like the first one
Yeah.
and how it was just like a culture shock when he started like going on the tours and stuff. Like that's how it feels with the Eagles being in the club now.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it feels like they shouldn't be here, but unfortunately they are. Uh,
Saquon.
yeah, and shit. Nick Foles, unfortunately, I had to say,
Yeah, man.
but nah.
They always gonna be on the favorites list now because I mean,
Yeah. So
and
they're my NFC favorite to answer the question there.
yeah,
And then like I'm there on Baltimore, kind of the same deal. Like it's put up or shut up time for real, for real. Like
real
I don't
talk.
want to hear nobody talking about Baltimore ever again after this year if they don't do it.
Damn.
Like they don't gotta win it all, but y'all gotta get to win the AFC title. Lamar gotta win the AFC championship.
Right.
And if he don't, I don't want to hear no more.
Yeah. At this point, it's getting to that time. Like everything that was said about him as a player.
LeBron ain't get this long of a leash, and LeBron got to the finals
Oh yeah.
early in his career.
Yeah, well, you knew that. And what because like expectations were so high on LeBron, like Lamar, they was telling him he can't even play quarterback. And it's like everything that was said about him in that regard, we didn't knock that out. Like he had two MVPs already. He had led the league in passing. He had like just ran all these numbers up, passing and running. It was like, okay, he can do it, but let's get him some help. You had Odell. You had who was it last year? I forget who it was. They drafted Zay Flowers. Now they got Hopkins over
Yeah,
there with him, which I mean, he's still Dre, but we a little bit past that prime years. Now you
yeah.
got Derrick Henry last season, and that all you need to do is like give him maybe 20 carries, and you should be good because he's gonna handle the rest. But it's like, okay, now that all this is here together, something got to give, bro. Like y'all y'all went toe to toe with Pat 2 years ago, and it was a one score game that y'all really should have won, and y'all were home, had home field advantage. Like it can't keep going down like this for real.
Boils down to John Harbaugh at the end of the day too. Uh, he and I've seen a lot of Ravens fans like kind of start to grow frustrated with John Harbaugh the last couple seasons with
Mm-hmm.
just like his game management, his clock management. Why why isn't Derrick Henry getting utilized to the ultimate of his abilities when you need him to?
Mm-hmm.
Why we got a point to prove that yeah, Lamar can throw the ball too. Okay, but let Lamar get some design runs. Let Derrick Henry barrel it in for a touchdown. Y'all get to the red zone and then just abandon Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. So like either I don't want to hear, like I said, I'm a go back. If they don't do it this year, I don't want to hear anything else about Lamar
Mm-hmm.
until he do it. He got to do it. Be quiet. Let him do it. Let him do his thing. Or we need to move on from John Harbaugh if
Mm-hmm.
he's not being the John Harbaugh who he was in 2012, where he was just coaching his ass off. And it just seems like he's just there. They ain't
It's
the only
like,
team in that division that
well, yeah.
never mind.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's reminded me of those first 4 years when he took the job because it was like, no, you didn't have, this caliber player at quarterback, but you had the whole team around him. Like Joe Flacco could fling it, size wise,
Yeah.
type of guy you want to have, stand in the pocket and fling it in. Then you had, a solid run game with two guys.
Nice.
You had a top five defense every single year. You know what I'm saying? But it was like there was always the next hurdle. You couldn't get past Pittsburgh one year, then you couldn't get past New England. Then it was like going back to back, and you finally pull it off that like fourth or fifth year. So that's kind of where we at now. Like and we had more years of this for Lamar. So
Yeah.
I can see that. Like I can see where the frustration is coming from because what more do you need at this point? Like I hear plenty of people say all the time, like if you lose to Pat Mahomes, I understand, but you you held them to 17 points, so it's like, and you was home. If he was playing bad like that, and that wasn't even the worst season. Pat had the worst season last year. Like they had an advantage. They had an opening. Y'all just didn't take advantage of it. So yeah, man. When it comes down to it, the first person to go is always going to be the coach. It's not going to be the player, especially a
Right.
dude that has the resume Lamar has at this point. It's not going to happen. Um, but who
And
we got
listen,
is
that's
some.
Baltimore. That's
Go ahead.
Baltimore. Y'all trade. I'm talking about the city itself. If Lamar Jackson gets traded from that team,
Man.
y'all gonna undo all the work that mayor done did. Y'all know the mayor, the young mayor with the afro in Baltimore. They said he done brought the crime rate down.
Oh
He
boy.
and invested in all these community centers and shit, and brought the crime rates down. The homicide rates done went down. Y'all gonna undo all that with this one move if Lamar Jackson ever gets traded out of Baltimore.
Man,
So
listen.
don't keep Baltimore safe and keep Lamar Jackson in the city. Let him
Right.
leave on his own volition if
Mhm.
that is ever the case. Like then people can pick their sides and stuff.
Right.
Like, but no,
Yeah, man. Yeah, he can't go nowhere. That's not going to be okay. But who we got as some sleepers this season? Right off the bat, I got Denver because I didn't
yeah,
I didn't I didn't
I'm
think that
not I'm not going to get Sean Payton though.
me either. I didn't think him and Bo was gonna click like this the way they did towards the end of the season. But now that they got it and the defense was looking nasty, I'm a I got to look in that direction now. I got to keep my eyes open and even the Raiders too. Pete don't really have losing seasons. Like
Yeah,
I ain't been that high on Geno, but he was holding it down in Seattle. And then they went and got Ashton, Amari Cooper back in there. The West low key is looking crazy.
yeah. I'm concerned about like their secondary, but like offense, they're gonna score some points, and
Mm-hmm.
like Crosby gonna bring it at all times. I'm not concerned about that. Like the secondary is a little spooky, but
Yeah,
all other facets of the game, like they should be decent.
yeah, man. Yeah, that's looking kind of crazy. I would say Miami if everything is good with Tua, if we you don't got to worry about him going down at any point in time.
No comment on Miami. They already on that list. Like, don't talk to me about
Oh man, yeah, and I also got the Rams because
that.
listen,
Never count the Rams out.
y'all y'all let it, y'all let Devontae get over there with Stafford, and that's kind of wild, bro. Like he ain't
I'm
done
counting the
yet.
Rams out if Stafford, has to miss any significant time at any point in the season. That's when I'm going to count them out. But
Mhm.
if he stays healthy, I can definitely see like 9 or 10 games from them. Just because like I can't never just go against what they got going on. I can't go against Sean McVay until I have a reason to.
Yeah,
And he's young as hell too, so like he's always gonna, I think, adapt to whatever they need him to.
yeah,
Whatever situation occurs, like he's solid.
yeah. And on top of that, I don't think they really got a favorite anymore. Like San Francisco finally cooled off after them run on years where they was either in the Super Bowl or just knocking on the door. Um, like I think Brockton came back to earth a little bit. He don't have the same like mega squad that he used to. And Seattle and Arizona, they've been retooling for I don't know how many years at this point. So that's wide open for him, which is double for my
I'm gonna
last
say
one, which
Arizona
is
a sleeper too. I have zero reason as to why, but I just feel like Arizona's just one of those teams nobody ever cares about, so they just like fly under the radar sometimes,
okay.
and they might come out and because Arizona can be either a team is gonna not have a good season, or they're gonna have an average season, or they might have a decent season.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't shock.
Nah, I can see that. Um, the the last one I got is Atlanta, and that's just off the strength of the fact that I don't see any reason that they can't win the division. Like unless we see something like
The division.
insanely crazy happen with Bryce Young in Carolina. They got a new receiver over there. He looked better towards the end of the last stretch of the year last season. So if that pans out, even then I think it might be just you got to compete with them to win it. But I don't know. I'm not putting all this stock that other people are in Baker and Tampa. Like he did good. He reestablished that okay, maybe he was a top draft pick, but I don't think they as a team I don't think they built to sustain it just yet. And that I don't want to knock Todd Bowles. That's a good coach. That was my coach at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't wishing on no downfalls, but I think Atlanta is got what they need. Uh, if Penix is settled in, we'll see. I think is it Cousins still on the roster? They didn't move him yet.
Kirk. I don't shit.
I think I think he's still there.
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay, shit. Yeah. So I mean, is worst case scenario if you need a relief pitcher, you can do worse than Kirk Cousins. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
you're not having to start with him and go through the pains of it. Like if Pennis has a slip up or anything like that, but I think they should be all right, honestly. And Bijan is killing it. The boy Drake London is bad. Like y'all got what you need for real, for real. So we should be good money over there. But I ain't I ain't gonna put much optimism into this, but how we feeling about our teams this season? I don't got much. I'm gonna be honest with you. this is
Yeah,
uh
man.
this is one of them retooling years, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, shit. They just let Jabril Peppers go. So
Oh damn.
yeah. Um, I don't know, man. We'll see.
I'd feel better.
That's all I can say.
I'd feel better if I was on that side for real. Cause at least I know one Mike Rabel can coach and he done been in that system. You know what I'm saying? That's where he did everything. So I mean it's just an easy transition for him. Then you got a solid quarterback in Drake May. And you just, they went spending money. Like it was spending money like crazy. So it is what it
Yeah, I'm
is.
interested to see how Diggs do, but yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Got rid of Aaron Rodgers. They done gave me Justin. I wanted Justin Fields. I did. I wanted him coming
That's
out
your
the
guy.
draft. Yeah, but I don't know if this is the time. I feel like we done missed the date of when this is supposed to happen. I could be proven wrong. And
Yeah,
I like Aaron Glenn as a coach. I think he got the right structure to get this team right. But I don't know, man. Like it's hard for me to get optimistic about this team at any point, any season. Like after the Aaron Rodgers debacle, I don't get excited no more, bro. It's really sad.
you got excited for that. It's crazy though.
I mean, before the Achilles, yeah, I was like, okay, if he got a little something left, and they went, spending money to get people around him. Oh yeah, I was hyped. But after that whole what was it, not the 9/11 game, what was 4 snaps in, he goes down. I'm like, I
Oh
should have
man,
known. I should have known. Yeah, man.
it was never gonna work, bro.
All right. So checking these bets right here because Thursday, kicking the season off, we got Philly taking on Dallas, like we had talked about already. Uh, See, I ain't too thrilled to be watching this game because I kind of know what to expect already. I mean, I've been shocked before, but realistically, you know what I'm saying? Before the trade, I would have said, you know what, they might can make this game a little bit interesting. We might see something, you know, worth watching. Now that they done gave him up and Philly don't lose, they just add on like Howie Roseman. Howie Roseman needs every award possible. This man just wheeling and dealing his ass off. So
Man,
I don't know. This might be a run off for real. Like I ain't expecting too much, or at least not from Dallas, bro.
yeah, nah. I ain't gonna give a winner because I'm on record, but no, I'm not. I'm not feeling. I'm not feeling what Dallas is putting out there, especially versus Philly. I already said I don't see them taking anything versus Philly this season. I don't see nobody in that division taking anything from Philly this season. Maybe Washington gets one,
I
but
think they
I mean
can.
they're the defending champ, so I'm giving them more credit than maybe I'm informed to do. But nah, I the champs they got to show me that they inferior, and I don't see where they're inferior at. They do got a Madden curse hovering over.
Hey, that's gonna be the one right there, man.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be rough because like Saquon already done had an injury. I think it was like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So
On like a quad or something.
I think it was his knee.
Okay, yeah, one of
Yeah.
those things.
Yeah, it was his knee. So yeah, that's gonna be rough. And if they lose him, God forbid, they might be in a little bit of trouble because everybody and their mom still talking about like, Jalen still got all this, that, and the third to prove.
Hey,
And
Jalen
he
Hurts better
really
than Cam Newton, so should be all right.
hey man. But it's like you was fortunate because Saquon had to take a lot of that pressure off you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have that to lean on, we might have to. And listen, I'm not sleeping on Jalen because like I said coming out of Oklahoma, that dude is like deserving of a spot. Like I watched him from Bama, then he transferred over, and like once he got into Philly, I'm like that's a problem for Carson because if they tap in, if they really get him to where he can get, you ain't gonna keep Carson for much longer. And that's exactly what happened. And I seen him outduel Pat Mahomes in the Super Bowl, and that he didn't win. So I don't get the whole, he's not this, he's not that conversation, but I can't deny the fact that, Saquon really kind of put the team on his back last season. They had a great defense, and Saquon couldn't be stopped at all. So
Um,
yeah,
could have got the record. I could have let
he
him get
should
that
have
record.
he should have for real. Yeah,
I
man.
get it
Like,
though. The ring was more important. I'm just saying.
right. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be mad at all. Like he's on the list because it's like what 4 or 5 guys who hit 2K.
Yeah, it's Eric Dickerson, CJ,
AP.
Derrick Henry do it.
I think he did.
I know the NFL Chris Benoit, he's on that list.
That's crazy. I don't even think that's like I don't even know why they did that for real. Like,
And he did that in like 14 games too. He need to get more credit. But I see why he don't.
yeah, man. Like that's kind of crazy. Yeah, Derek did. He did 2020. But yeah, man. No, if you gotta take a seat for a ring, I ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
That's what mattered. Especially coming from the Giants. All right.
Oh, Barry Sanders did too. And Terrell Davis
Oh shit. Okay.
and Jamal Lewis. Yeah.
I
And
forgot
everybody else
about
on the bench.
Jamal. I done forgot about Jamal. Jamal Lewis was a beast for real. Damn.
And
All
I
right,
like how Eric
let's
Dickerson be hating on everybody who just like falls short of breaking the record.
like it's gonna happen at this point. Like,
Yeah, eventually.
it's just a matter of like, especially with them expanding the games. Like, had it not been for them adding another regular season game, cutting a preseason game, then he's probably gonna come up just short of 2,000. But now that they adding games in, it's like it's a matter of time, bro. Like it's not gonna stay. So it's like, yeah, I get it, different era, and you had less games to do it, but we don't make the rules. I'll be like, the regular season is the length of the regular season. Like, that's just how it go down. All right, let's just get to some fight news, man. First and
Yeah.
foremost, the UFC. Dana White posted on IG last week that the Stars and Stripes is good and official. The White House UFC event some point next year is going down, and everybody and their moms is lobbying for this card. Jon Jones said he wants to get on it. Conor McGregor said he wants to get on it. Chandler, everybody trying to get on this card, but yeah, he said it's official. They gonna set it up on the White House lawn somewhere. I don't know how they gonna work that shit out, but that's
Hey, shit, they might not get a chance to.
what.
Huh?
Oh man.
I ain't elaborating.
Hey, look. I'm sure stranger things have happened. I mean, it won't shock me if they actually pull through and make it happen.
Hey,
I
that'd be weird as hell.
it would, but at the same time, it's like it might be cool to see because it kind of remind me of like like Tekken or Mortal Kombat or something like that. Like
Yeah,
you actually have some scenery in a fight. That's kind of dope.
yeah, that would be cool. Versus like, I mean, it should be for Apex.
That is, man, they don't never have to go back to that, bro. Like,
Yeah, honestly, it would be cool. They start doing like these type of venues because like you had when was it? When was it like a few months ago? Shakur. fighting on Times Square.
Yeah.
Like that was cool. I think Devin Haney was on that card too. So you had like Shakur and Haney fighting
Mm-hmm.
in Times Square. Like and these like all the Saudis is involved in all this. So like, we getting
Mm-hmm.
unique venues. Like we got WWE, they go to a unique venue every few months that they never been to before. Like they had a show in the Apex. They, especially NXT, they do those smaller uh, intimate venues, but
Yep.
they did the Palms, they did the Fountain Blue out in Vegas. That was interesting to see. So
Yeah.
like, you know, they do different things and they try different things out. So
Mm-hmm.
I can see, the Saudis and TKO and them guys doing a bunch of different venues for the UFC.
Right.
They're just like, oh, nobody outside of just doing, your usual hockey arenas.
Yeah, that's true. That's
I
true.
think the ship has sailed on getting a UFC show in like NFL stadiums, but
Oh, not yet. Not yet.
no, I think that ship has sailed. Like I think that the popularity of the UFC, like it never reached that height, and it hasn't been the same since like Ronda and Connor both left. So
Mm-hmm.
you kind of lost that boost. I don't really see a huge star coming out of there anytime soon. So I think that ship is sailed.
Yeah, that's crazy too. Like I don't watch nearly as much as I used to. Like there's always a couple fights I'll tap in, but it's like, yeah, that same hype, like, and it's not just them, like, DC retires, Stipe retires, got, those exciting new guys that came up. Like I remember Thiago Santos was a beast until John beat him, and then like Dom was coming up and Max is still around, but it's like, he just taking those fun fights. He ain't like trying to get, to the top spot no more. Khabib retired. Like we losing recipes, man. Like they either punched themselves out or they just hung it up because they knew it was time. So yeah, it's we need to reload at some point in time, but I think, especially because now they kind of open it up. He got that new program for like the BJJ and everything like that. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Speaking of Jon Jones, I saw this and was trying to figure out the right place to put this. So I'm gonna just throw it in here since we already talking about UFC. DC was talking to Shannon on Club Shay Shay, and he had to bring it up. This is his favorite topic. But Shannon asked him who his Mount Rushmore is, and I know he says GSP, Khabib is on there, Randy, and I think Tito. Yeah. So, or yeah, yeah. But of course he asked him like, "Yo, you don't got John on there, you don't got Silva on there," and the conversation again. I can't put him as the GOAT because, oh well, he can't have steroids and all the stuff attached to his name.
Preach.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. I'm gonna start by saying this, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this in a respectful way, because even though I'm not as fond of this person anymore as I used to be. Not DC. DC is cool, but DC is Bret Hart in MMA. I will I will elaborate. This man earned his respect. One of the best to ever do it. Nobody could say a bad word about him. Nobody would besmirch his name or anything like that. Hall of Famer, got his flowers, did his due. You know what I'm saying? Just through and through. Uh, just one of those pillars in his sport, right? But he went through something traumatic in the course of his career, the tail end of his career, and he's never recovered from it. And to that end, he has to. has to rehash that topic. So here's the thing. I get where you're coming from, right? But I just took the liberty to do my research before I said anything. Okay. Number one. So if we're talking about, there were four times where Jon got popped for something in the test. The first one was their first fight in 2015. He tested positive for I hate this word. Benzoyl Golkine. Anyway, we're going to skip that. Tested positive for this, and it's the main metabolite in cocaine. So in other words, he took a break from hitting them lines and beat you. I can't do nothing about that. He was on that booger sugar. This was Wild Boy Jon at that period of time. But
that's a performance enhancer.
He was like, he was just wilding out. This is not him saying, "Oh, I'm trying to cheat." This was him just saying, "Listen, I know I could beat this dude, so what? Write him up." Like, doesn't know. Like, he was just wilding. I can't sit up here and say he was intending to do like something by doing what he said it himself. Like, listen, I beat you after a weekend of cocaine. That's what it is. And also, he wasn't suspended for it. He was stripped, but they figured, like, listen, this was no PED situation. It was just something that was found in you doing coke. All right. Okay. Then we go a year later. They were supposed to fight at UFC 200 in July 2016. Then he tested positive for estrogen blockers, clomipene, and letrozole. Now, I have to defer to the panel and the arbitration when they decide on this. They deduced it that it came from sex drugs, some little blue diamonds,
some rhinos,
and listen, and we just said with all the drugs this man was doing, he might have needed it. You know what I'm saying? Now he did get a 1-year suspension for that, but dude is married. He was probably just trying to help himself out a little bit. You know what I mean? I gotta charge that one to the game, right? Even though it was too close, I mean, it was close. Like, it was like, I think it was 48 hours before the show. I get it. The timing couldn't have been worse. You trade your ass off for that fight. It was a huge moment for UFC. It was supposed to be one of the biggest shows ever. It screwed things up. I get it. But ED pills, bro. Now this is the one that you might have me, right? I'm gonna be fair. 1 year later, exactly, and I watched this fight. This was their second actual fight, UFC 214. Post-fight, on his B sample, he tested positive for turinabol. It's an anabolic steroid. So, again, going off what the panel says, they says that he didn't knowingly take a substance, and they sat down, they sat with his team, went over it, and they found that it came up to be a tainted supplement. Got a 15-month suspension because it's technically still in there, but it was one of those situations. Like, I heard, what was it? Canelo had a situation like that happen, and we're going to get to him in a second. But, I mean, that's the one I'm like, all right, that could be 50-50. Maybe it was tainted, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. And then, of course, 2018, December, he was his second fight with Gustafsson. He won the title back. It was the same thing, but they found out that it was due to a pulsing effect, meaning it was still in his system. It was a long-term residual effect from the year before. Here's my thing. It's a lot of circumstance that had to deal with that. A whole lot of circumstance. Do I think he should be disqualified from the conversation? No. Do I think that it's up for debate? Sure. Because at the end of the day, DC was one step in the whole line of people. Like, I think he's his greatest rival. I think they brought the best out of each other. But I watched Jon beat Lyoto Machida. I watched Jon beat Rashad Evans. Like, before he was even 25. Like, there's a stretch there. And even when he was away, okay, he got the year suspension. He was out. He beats Ovince St. Preux. He come back, moves up to heavyweight, uh, beat Cyril Gahn, beat Stipe. Like, I can't sit up here and say the dude can never be in the conversation. I will say there's controversy around it, but it's controversy around Barry Bonds. And let's be real. Did he possibly have
Barry Barry
yeah, like,
Bonds wasn't Barry Bonds wasn't punching and kicking people in the face for a living.
that's true. That's true.
All he did was hit a baseball. Like that's a whole different conversation. I think if you in combat sports and you need to have performance enhancing drugs in order to beat your competition, one that could cost somebody their life. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
really respect it. Like baseball, football, I don't really care. But like with football, I care a little. But if you do it like performance enhancing drugs playing basketball, who cares?
uh,
Everybody doing it. But if you do it, you taking shit that could you high on cocaine and you come out here, you fight me. If I'm Daniel Cormier, I would have sued. Like, no, I'm not fighting
uh,
nobody high.
oh man.
That's a whole different conversation. I don't think we can equate Barry Bonds being big as shit. Barry Bonds, damn bicep same size as my head. Like, that's not the same as Jon Jones doing whatever he was doing. I can't really equate the two.
I mean, you can still get beat up on cocaine.
I mean, yeah, but like it give you an edge. So I knock your ass down, you get right back up. Like
He
you
had
numb
some.
to the shit that I'm doing too.
He
I've never been
like
high on cocaine to know exactly the effects. I'm just saying from what I
facts.
observed from other people, like it's different.
Eh, I look. I like I said, I can see the controversy. Um, I'm just like, I've there's a whole body of work in there. Now, aside from one specific situation, I'm just like some of that looks real circumstantial. But I mean, look, that's I get it. Like the end of the day, like you said, you got to get in there, you got to fight a dude. But I mean, fighting a cokehead is wild. You know what I mean? Like
That should
I
disqualify
don't
him
know
right
if he, I don't know if like I don't know what effect that's gonna have on him for real. Like other than like maybe like some hyper focus, which I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I don't know, but that's listen. This
now. And if y'all ever fought on cocaine, let us know.
for real. Like I need more
Need
insight
an
on that.
informed
For
take.
yeah, I do. I need some
You'll
insight on
never
this because
you'll never get an informed take from this subject on like from me. So
nah,
like
ain't no way.
I need somebody that can give an informed take.
Right? Because it's it's never gonna be that over here. But yeah, no, they them two is a gift that keeps on giving. Like this is it's a never ending conversation. Like and
Hashtag
listen,
DC was right.
look, I tell y'all this, it's not been easy for me as a guy that was Team Jones for a long time. Like it's I look at this shit too and be like, hey, yo, what the fuck? What now? Like what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not the type that won't hold a motherfucker accountable. I just like to get all the details. You know what I mean? But I will put an asterisk. I'll put an asterisk next to it. But I keep him in the conversation. And last thing before we get up out of here, because I know you want to get to this. We about 2 weeks removed or 2 weeks away from the biggest fight boxing has put on in a long time. We got Bud Crawford and we got Canelo Alvarez. It's gonna be on Netflix, front of the world. We just talked about the Saudis. They've been on their shit. They made this happen.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the game's been missing. Boxing has been suffering for too damn long. They said, I want you to put the word out there. We back up. Real shit. And I know Bud is your guy, so I don't gotta ask who you going for. But how you feeling about this fight, though?
I mean, like I'm always nervous because like anybody could get caught slipping in that ring and go down for the count. So like that's always in the back of my head whenever Bud have a fight. But like when the bell ring and we get locked in and I get locked in and Bud get locked in, then I see where it's going. I'm like, sit back and just like, we got this. We got this. It's been a few times where I had to sit up. Like Sean Porter, Gamboa.
Yeah,
Shit, even the last fight he had, was it Madrimal, I believe? Like all those fights, like
yeah,
I had to sit and be like, but at the end of the day, we had it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling good. I've never been a Canelo guy, especially when he was caught cheating,
yeah.
as was mentioned not that long ago.
Uh-huh.
Uh, that's another thing. I don't really and I've seen like his weaknesses are there. Everybody I've seen picking Canelo since the fight has been announced, they've said the same thing. They say, "Oh, Bud's too small. He's coming up from 147.
Yeah,
Like
like, come
he
on
was
now.
barely able to handle 154." That's nobody
Okay.
else is giving me anything else as to why Canelo could win,
Right.
as to why he gonna win, other than he just bigger.
That's it.
I've seen Canelo get his ass whooped several times. I ain't never seen Bud get his ass whooped.
True. Yeah,
Nobody
man.
I know in Omaha has ever seen Bud get his ass whooped outside of the pros. Like, ain't nobody seen him get his ass whooped on the street.
No.
And that's the type of shit that like I said, I've seen Canelo get his ass whooped, and I listen. We just gonna wait and see. We just gonna wait and see, and we can report back here on the Havoc Hour, whether win or loss. We're gonna report back here, and I'll be proud to say what went wrong, what I saw went wrong, what I was wrong about. But as we did versus Errol Spence, y'all talked all that shit for years about,
Oh my
oh, he
God.
ain't gonna beat him. He ain't gonna. Errol Spence won one round, if that.
I,
That was the first one.
yeah. But I mean it was
Yo, when
spooky and
Errol
it
when
got
Errol Spence
worse.
got knocked down, when Errol Spence got knocked down in the second round, I sat back. I was like, man, we got this shit. It was over. I think it was over right there. I knew it was over. So the look on his face was like, nah, this nigga's the truth.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's
Errol
crazy.
Spence
So
talked all that shit. Errol Spence was talking down on my city, so I ain't like
yeah, he was talking crazy. And yes, Bud
I
comes
ain't
in
getting
here.
beat by no nigga from Omaha, man.
Yeah, Bud comes in undefeated. All 41 of his fights, 31 of them coming by knockout, including
Mm-hmm.
that Earl Spence win where he just beat that boy ass. And
That's the exact fight you're gonna see.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Go back and watch. I know he's not the same fighter, but like go back and watch Canelo versus Floyd if you want like an idea.
Yeah. Basically.
Canelo gonna try to box for real, and like he ain't really been that type of guy. So, like,
Facts.
boxing for real. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Canelo 63 2-2, 39 knockouts. Won his last six. Hasn't lost since Dimitri Bivol in May of 22.
He got his ass cooked in that fight.
Yeah, man. Uh, we gonna see. We gonna see. Like I said, it's what the game's been missing. We needed one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Vegas is, saying what the popular opinion is, which is they got Canelo at minus 195, Bud at plus 160. So, that's
No comment on the record.
yeah, so everybody's saying so we gonna see, man. We gonna see. But it's gonna be a good ass weekend. We gonna have some fights, we gonna have some football, we gonna have everything.
Yeah.
Uh but yeah, man, we back. Football season is here, so we gonna get back on this more. So, you know what I'm saying? So we good to roll. That's been it. Appreciate my guy stopping by. Go ahead, plug your socials, let the people know where to find you.
Yes, sir. TC Fontaine, aka TCF baby. I'm a photographer. If you did not know, check out FOY.flicks on Instagram to see my photography. FOY.flicks. Excuse me, FOYflicks.com. If you want to schedule a session out here in Las Vegas. Yeah, that's what we do. Shout out to Vegas Sports Connect as well. And Young Kings Wrestling. We could plug that too this
Hell
weekend.
yeah,
Go
of
check out Young
course.
Kings Wrestling at YK Wrestling shop dot excuse me shop.ykwrestling.com. Yeah,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And of course, you can find me at Recappy24 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You go to Linktree/Recappy. You're going to find this episode and all the past episodes up as well. Y'all go check that out. For my guy, the that's being TC Fontaine, aka TCF Baby. Please say baby. It's been your boy Reek Havoc. This has been the Havoc Hour. We gonna see y'all down the road. We out.
sure.